We're not quite sure they're ready, but I can talk for a long time. Anyway, my name's Shelley Garrett. I'm one of the volunteers here at Artichoke Music. I want to welcome all of you here. How many people are here for the first time? Yay! We love that. And we love those of you who come back all the time as well. Couple of housekeeping things. If you see this purple box here, yes, it is a bathroom. However, we ask that you not use it during the performance. We have two alternatives. One, if you go back out the way you came in to the back of the store, and there's also another one upstairs, right up the stairs. You'll see the stairs before you get to the store. And if you have a phone or other device, if you could turn that off, that's also helpful. I'm the one that usually forgets. Want to give you one more heads up. It is our 50th anniversary year this year at Artichoke Music. Yay! And while some of us, like me, have only been here a short time, the community has, honestly, for 50 years to keep something going is flipping amazing, especially in a music business. And it's gone through so many changes and just done so many great things for so many people. And we're just really happy and thank all the people that got us to this point. Having said that, we're going to celebrate quite a bit. We're going to start with a store sale the last weekend of March for 3 days. We're just throwing that together right now. Then on April 15th, we're going to have a telethon from 2 to 10 p.m. with a mix of live music, some local celebrities to Artichoke, and live music, and also some really cool taped performances from years past. So we're putting that together pretty quickly. So just, if you're not on our newsletter, please sign up for our newsletter because you'll see it there, and like our Facebook page. There's going to be a lot coming at you. Then the week of June 4th through the 10th, here in the cafe, we're going to have special events every night. We're going to bring a lot of people from the past, some of the new people that have just joined the Artichoke family. We're going to have a trivia night one night, and I have some of the former owners starting with some really good questions. So start thinking about your Artichoke trivia. And then this will culminate with a big event, hopefully at the Alberta Rose. We're still waiting to confirm the place on June 11th. We'll have a big fundraiser event at a place to be named later, bigger than this, with some headliners I'm working on right now. So there'll be a lot to celebrate. We appreciate all of you. And tonight, I mean, to have Avery pull this together for International Women's Day is so very special. She's a huge part of Artichoke. As you all know, she teaches here. She has the Euchestra here. She's just very much part of our family. And to put this together for this special event, we're just really excited to have her. So I will let her introduce the ladies because I had to run and get wine and I didn't get my notes. So I will let her do a better introduction. Thank you, Avery.
So much, Shelley. Oh, thanks. Welcome to all of you. Happy International Women's Day. Plus 2 days. Plus 2 days. Every day is International Women's Day. Happy Women's History Month. I'm not going to blow anybody's ears out here, am I? No, you're good. They're professionals. They know. They know what they're doing. Great. I will indeed introduce my colleagues in a little bit, but what we're going to do is each have a set, and then you definitely want to stick around for the end because then we're going to play a couple tunes all together. But I thought I'd get us started with my own set here. So good to see you all. Thank you for being here. Today is a day you will not see, so I will let the sun wash over me. I will feel its grace, the same way you kissed my face when it came time to leave. on my cheek. And today is a day you will not hear the birds in the wood, their song so clear. I hear them on the wing, building their nests of spring. And I know you'll be near, year after year. Like those birds, you wove your words through pictures and letters and stories, round and round. Now we are bound together in this tree. Today I thought of all the days you lived before I even knew what life is. I thought of those you loved, welcoming you above to be with them again. At least I hope you can. Oh, we may never know just where we go come the end of our story. Round and round, still we are bound together in memory. Today I watch the sunset in the west, a brand new life upon my breast. I thought a prayer for you and all that I learned from you. It's okay, take your rest. As for the nest, I'll do my best. Thank you. Yeah. Well, welcome again. That was a song I wrote for my great Aunt Carolyn. I wanted to open the show with that just to welcome in all the women in our lives here and past. They're still here. They're still here. This headband that I'm wearing was actually one of the headscarves that she would wear. So I just wanted to bring her into this space as a woman of one of many who has really influenced me and made me the woman that I am. That said, I also don't necessarily want, we were talking about this before, this is not a show where women are singing about women experiences, because believe it or not, women have a lot to say about a lot of different things, not just the female perspective or the female experience. So this next song is a song really just about being human. It's called Wait for Me. Snow cap lets a drop of water go. It's carried over cascades, through eddies where it slows, till it's rolling down the river, into the throes of waves and wind, living high and living low. It's a long journey from the mountain to the sea. Wait for me. A single seed falls onto the ground. If it's lucky, it is lost before it's found. So it can gather all its strength and listen for the sound of the sky, reaching high from roots to boughs. It's a long journey from the seed to the tree. Wait for me. No need to hurry, and yet everything gets done. Promise me you will not worry that I don't love you. I am growing old, but I feel young. I'm not who I once was, but I still feel like I'm someone. Still growing, still flowing, still in it for the long run. Keep on going till I'm done. Keep on going till I'm done. 'Cause it's a long journey from the mountain to the sea, from the sea to the tree, and I'm coming, love, for thee. I'm coming, wait for me. So I'm going to leave it plugged in. Is that okay? Great. All right. Scene change. Oh, hello. Now I'm at this microphone. I have some of my ukulele students in the audience. That's right. You whoop with pride. Even those in my beginners class. So they just picked up their ukuleles for the first time like 5 weeks ago. Incredible. Yeah, as they should. You should look at mine. They're in bad shape. But so I thought it would be fun. I wanted to be sure to play a couple uke tunes. The first full-length album I put out, what feels like a gazillion years ago now, but you know, what is time anymore? It was called Dreams and Ghosts, and they were all songs that were written about my family history or somehow inspired by my family's history. And I really enjoyed it. It was very important for me as an artist to find my voice a bit through the voices of people that I had grown up with or grown up hearing about. But it's, of course, been a really important process after that album to dive into songs that help me find my own voice a little bit more not from scratch, because of course they're still there, but instead of singing about what they would say, writing and singing about what I would say. And this is one of those that's come through, called Me and You. I don't need much. I can make do with some kindness and self-respect and what I learned from you. Now we've come to this place, and I'm glad that you're here. Come in just as you are. Come with open ears. your sorrows. What you bring is enough. But don't come looking for answers. I prefer the truth and a few good questions to keep us honest too. And when we come face to face, I will look you in the eye, feel your heart beat like mine, so you can know that I've tried. I keep trying every day. We all have our pride, but let's not take advantage. Can we agree on dignity and any mercy we can manage? 'Cause I don't need any favors, except when I do. I don't need any judgment, and neither do you. But when we come face to face, will you look me in the eye, feel your heart beat like mine, so I can know that you've tried? Well, keep trying every day. I don't need to convince you. I didn't come with some point to prove. We all need to feel listened to, and I believe that we each hold a piece of something true. Now we've come to this place, and I'm glad that you're here. Come in just as you are, come with open ears, 'cause we don't need a lot. We can make do with some kindness and self-respect. It's just me and you. Thank you. I'm going to invite my friend and colleague and collaborator and co-host of this show, Kristin Gordon, up onto the stage. Please give her a hand. We knew when we were putting the show together that we wanted to play a few tunes together. This is a song while she's getting set up there. I hate to remind us all of this, but we're coming around to 3 years, is all I'm going to say. And I just remember this moment 3 years ago. I remember not really knowing what was happening, right? Like, remember when we were like, what? And my son was 18 months old at the time. He was in the bath. And that was when I heard that John Prine had passed away of COVID-19. And I thought to myself, oh, this is a thing. This is going to be a thing. This is going to keep happening. And there was something about him being one of the first and just the songwriter that he was. And I don't know, there was something about that really hit me in that moment. And I pulled my son out of the bath, and as I was putting him in his pajamas, we both looked out the window, and this full moon was rising. It was the April full moon, the pink moon, they call it. And so I wrapped him all up, and we went out on the back porch, and we just watched the moon. And that was where this song started. It's called The Sun Keeps Shining. You ready? On the night John Prine died, the pink moon rose high, and I tried to take it as a sign. Come what will, come what may, we will all be okay, even those, bless their souls, who have died. 'Cause the sun keeps shining even when it sets. Now he sings his tune to the moon, so we know that he ain't dead. He's just shining from a place that we haven't got to yet. Yeah, the sun keeps shining even when it sets. There's a grief hangs in the air. We can feel it everywhere, even as the cherry trees begin to bloom. Like a whisper, petals fall. We try to catch them all, try to hold them, even as we let them go. But the sun keeps shining even when it's sad. Now they sing their tune to the moon, so we know that they ain't dead. They're just shining from a place that we haven't got to yet. Yeah, the sun keeps shining even when it's sad. And we all make our mistakes. We don't know what toll they'll take, but they say the only way out is through. And I know you never meant to break me as I bend, and I never did intend to hurt you. When the darkest hour comes, the body goes numb, but the heart still feels everything at once. And if we didn't now, we know the days will come, the days will go, ashes to ashes and dust to dust. 'Cause the sun keeps shining even when it sets. Now we sing our tune to the moon, so we know that we ain't dead. Keep on singing, keep on living to that place we're trying to get. Yeah, the sun keeps shining even when it's set. Oh, the sun keeps shining even when it's set. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, that was so lovely. All right. I'm going to come back over here now. This is the guitar mic, vocal mic, that is. All right. I've got one more for you, and then I'm going to invite my new friend and colleague, Dani Joy, up to the stage. You can give her an anticipatory round of applause. That's right. Collaboration. That's the one. The B string is always the one. You can all nod like you know what I'm talking about. Okay, how would you like to sing along with me on this one? Would you help me? It's just one word. But it's 3 notes. Can you handle that? Okay, hold on. I gotta prepare for this one word and 3 notes. The word, it's actually a name. It's Helena. And it goes like this. Helena. Can you try that with me? Helena. Beautiful, one more time. Helena. We're going to do it 2 times for each chorus. It's going to sound like this. Ready, set, go. Helena, when it came to that hour. Helena, did you know your own power? Beautiful, and that's it. You're great. You're hired. Can you come with me every time I play that song? Well, let's actually sing the song and see how we do with this. I think you're going to figure out who Helena is if you haven't already. This is a song about transformation. I just want to say sometimes we choose those transformations in our lives and sometimes we do not. But we all will transform at some point. And this is a song that I hope seeks to celebrate that. being of beauty and grace, perfectly poised, never a noise, ever a smile on her face. Down below, something started to grow. One by one, they would all know. Ready? Here it comes. Helena, when it came to that hour, Helena, did you know your own power? Did you know you're a volcano? Helena knew well enough it all was about to change. But what price would she pay for this mess she would make? For inside her that raged. The ground started shaking, her bones started breaking. Something inside her was waking. Here we go. Helena, when it came to that hour, Helena, did you know your own power? Did you know you're a volcano? We are old, we are young, we are fierce, we are calm, we turn rocks into dust and grow life from the crust. We can open the gaps, we can change all the maps. Let go who you were to be who you are. Oh, Helena. So when it's your ground that's shaking, your bones feel like breaking, when something inside you is awakened, let me hear it. Helena, when it comes to that hour, Helena, will you know your own power? Will you know? Do you know you're a volcano? Yes, thank you for singing with me. You're hired. Now you're officially hired. Thank you so much. I'm going to take this out. Yep, thank you. All right, please give a warm welcome to my friend Dani Joy. Come on up, Dani.
Do you want to use this one? I'm going to take this stuff off there.
Put this in from my cup.
Okay. I'm going to let you get set up there, and I'm going to introduce you from here. A conversational introduction, if you will.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing
I
fabulous.
mean, it's only been about 25 minutes since I last saw you.
That's right. Well, I got to tell you, I'm so happy to be here and communing with some new lady friends in town.
Mm-hmm.
I've been here for 2 years, and I know all the people at the bar across the street from me. Only one lady over there.
Because that was the only place you were allowed to go for the
That was
first
it.
year, right?
And we're all going, stay 6 feet away. How you doing?
Yes. Well, we're very glad to have you. Where did you move here from?
My partner Perry and I came in from Northern California, as I hear many
Beautiful.
people did. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to out you. That was not my intention.
I've heard, yeah. But God, we love it here.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. And Dani and her partner Perry are also co-owners and runners of Starlight Ukes, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, so we're very excited. It's a very uke-friendly town, so we're always happy to have more ukulele
Yes.
players.
We hear.
So I'm curious to know from you how you started songwriting. What did that process look like?
Well, the very first song I wrote was called "Oh Dear Bucky," which was for my sister's rabbit who passed away, and it was also in my first journal. And then I went on hiatus after that for about 20 years, and I kept racking my brain. How do you write a song? How do you write a song? And I wanted so badly to do it, but I thought there was some kind of magical process that I was not privy to. So I kept asking all my songwriter friends and this and that, and then sat down and did it probably only maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I really.
Oh, great.
Well, let's see, plus pandemic, so.
So
5
like
or 6
10 years, right?
What is time? You said it.
What is time? That's great. And who were some of your first, what were the songs that you were listening to that inspired that songwriting process for you?
I've always loved, like, growing up, and when I was a teenager, I sang along with Fiona Apple quite a bit.
Oh, yes.
Her lyrics, oh man, and her voice. And Melody Gardot came in a little later.
Oh, I don't know Melody
Oh,
Gardot.
my gosh.
What's her deal?
She sings in French and English, and it's I don't know if you would call it jazz, but God, her voice is so fluid. So vocalist
Doesn't need a genre if the voice just speaks for itself.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ella Fitzgerald was my first vocal coach, is what I like to say, from my '84 Thunderbird cassette tape that I found at a thrift store.
Amazing, amazing. It's true. I feel like so often when we're trying to find our voice, for me, it was Dar Williams. And when I go back and I listen to some of the very, like on my cassette player recordings of my very early songs, I can hear, I was listening to a lot of Dar Williams at that time. And it was sort of like you have to try on those voices to find your own style.
Emulate
Yes.
people you admire, and then decide, can my voice do this? And if it can, bring in other influences too, is what I've worked on
Absolutely.
doing.
Or you sort of refine it from there. Oh, that's great. I hear Ella though. When at sound check, I'm hearing it. That's great. Yes, I do. I also wanted to. We were chatting before the show. So Dani and I both teach as well as perform, and I find, especially when I'm teaching a lot and I'm preparing a lot of song charts and a lot of material and sort of listening to music in a different way as a teacher, sometimes it makes me wonder what of those songs is seeping its way into my own writing. And I'm wondering if there's a song or two that you've taught that you really wish you had written.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I love teaching because I get to explore so many of the songs that I love. The first one that came to mind was Harvest Moon by Neil Young.
Mm-hmm.
So dreamy, and the chord structure, it's got the major 7 and the major 6 in this. And then the other one really was Leonard Cohen's Dance Me to the End of Love, because of the poetry in that song.
Yes.
Where he says, dance me through the curtains that our kisses have outworn. Dance me to the children who are waiting to be born. That's just,
yes.
Yeah. What about you?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I just needed a moment for Leonard Cohen's poetry. What about for me? Oh, I was mentioning, so I'm currently teaching a class on ukulele Motown, which has been super, super fun. And the song that I just introduced this past week was What Becomes of the Brokenhearted. Mm-hmm. And although I have to say, part of what brought me back to that song and preparing for Ukulele Motown, I watched a documentary, Gary and I were talking about it before the show, called Standing in the Shadows of Motown. Great, great documentary if you have not watched it. It's actually about the Funk Brothers, but as a way of honoring the Funk Brothers being the backup band to a lot of those Motown records. They were never credited on the records, but they were the standard group of musicians. But all to say, I watched the documentary, and they brought those musicians back all together for a performance, but they had modern day artists performing, and Joan Osborne performs What Becomes of the Brokenhearted, and I was just slayed, and I was like, I wish I had written that song. Or there's something about it that's, even though it's so sad, there's something so wonderful about singing it, and I just really, that would be my pick. Sorry, now I'm waxing romantic about all of that.
Waxing romantic.
Anyway, let's get on with the show, shall we? I really enjoyed that interview. I hope you all enjoyed that too. Get to know everybody a little bit.
Yeah.
Not so formal of an introduction. Really, really excited to have you here. Thank you so much. Take it away.
Thank you, Avery. Um, God, Avery's music was so gorgeous, wasn't it? And her lyrics, that's the next inspiration I'm going to say, Avery Hill. I'm going to be playing 3 different instruments tonight, and they're all ukulele. That's all I play. But this one is an octave ukulele. So it's an octave lower than the average ukulele with, of course, a low G. This is a low, low G. And my first song is my strangest song of my sets. It's called a strophic song form, which means that it's the same melody again and again with different lyrics. And the lyrics that I put to this, basically it starts out with a singer speaking. I won't even I'll let you decide what it means. How's that? We live in a strange, strange world. We live in a strange, strange world. We live in a strange world, and all of us suffer one way or the other. Price that we pay for this strange, strange world. We live in a beautiful place. We live in a beautiful place. We live in a beautiful place, and it's not always easy to see this beautiful place in this strange, strange world. Not always easy, sometimes it's hard. Not always easy, sometimes it's hard. Not always easy, sometimes it's hard to imagine that we take for granted this beautiful place in this strange, strange world. Not always happy, sometimes I'm sad. Not always happy, sometimes I'm sad. Not always happy, sometimes I'm sad. And I can't imagine my beautiful place in this strange world. We live in a strange, strange world. We live in a beautiful place. Not always easy, sometimes I'm sad, and I take for granted my beautiful place in this strange, strange world. Not always easy, sometimes I'm sad, as I make my way through this strange, strange world. So that was a a baritone ukulele, but with octave ukulele strings on it. And this is a baritone ukulele with baritone ukulele strings on it. It doesn't quite sound as low in comparison to the ukulele anymore. This next song was a song I wrote for my fiance. We're finally getting married in May. And it's called Island. And if I was lost on a desert island with someone, who would I bring with me? And then the pandemic happened, and we were in an island inside of our homes, weren't we? Pacing around, discovering corners of the closet I never knew about. And I was so happy to be there with you, Perry. If I were on an island, no help in sight, I'd probably sit and cry, unless you were on that island with me. If I were on an island, what I'd probably do is try to rescue you, us two, together alone on our island. I would sit and wash the clamshells, bring you salad of bamboo and prawns. In the evenings I would sing to you, lying in your arms where I belong. If I were on an island, no help in sight, I'd probably sweetly sigh, you and I together on our island. We could name our favorite starfish, wear our clothes till they're tattered and torn. I would decorate with coconuts and turn our little hut into a home. If I were on an island, no help in sight, I'd probably sweetly sigh, you and I forever on our island. All right, now for my ukulele named Unico. All you 80s children might remember Unico. Not often I get a young nod like that. Yeah, I remember. This next song is a cute little ukulele song, and it's called Puddle, and it's the perspective of life, kind of focused on a puddle in many aspects, but it really covers a wide gamut. The joy of life, the sorrows of life, the loneliness of life, the loss that we all inevitably feel and deal with, and also the comedy and trying to make a joke out of something that's not very funny. Wet, stomp, move through the puddle. In its deepest depth I see sky above, rainbow reflections, glide, step, march through the puddle. You forget yourself, soil a sock. The ocean is a puddle if you think about it. Dark little piddle paddle in a puddle. What are we to do? Mop it up. A puddle remembers days of sunshine, scorching heat, cold winter nights. Rainbow reflections, a bee who took a swim and didn't make it out the other side. Rain, fall, hop over puddle. A gentleman carries a heavy load. A puddle has seen things only a puddle should know. Wet, stomp, piddle paddle. Thank you very much. I just can't tell you how overjoyed I am to be here and out and about. Perry and I moved here in 2020. We were like, this thing might last a little while. Should we be here out in the country in California, or should we go to the city like a couple of maniacs? And we did, and we're so grateful we did. And so I was able to take a few of my students with me online. Before the pandemic, people were saying, do you teach online? And I was like, yeah, one of these days I'll figure out Skype. And then we all had a crash course, didn't we? Zoom has become as popular a word as Google now since the pandemic. And so a few of my students jumped on the boat with me, and one of them was Bob. Bob was a student of my dad's. I used to teach side by side with my dad, and he passed away in 2016. So I inherited Bob. And during the pandemic, Bob started writing songs for the first time in his life. And he said, I have a song idea. And it's not the one I'm going to play, but he said it's called Never Too Old for Love. And so we've got a 5-song EP album now that we're working on, home recording. And this is one of those songs. This is called the Boxcar Song. And he said, the line that we started with was, I've got a boxcar full of memories I want to share with you. So we talked about his life and what are the memories that we would share in the song. And We had to cut some things out, of course, because the song gets too long at that point. So we used those pieces and wrote other songs. And so this is the song's sort of like a conversation song. And I'll be singing Bob from the perspective of Bob. And the thing I didn't tell you yet is that Bob just turned 95. So he began songwriting at the ripe young age of 93. And he found inspiration at a time when you think, I'm 37, right? I have a hard time finding inspiration myself sometimes. I'm so old, it's all over, I should have done it in my 20s. Bob reminds me that your life goes on and on and on and on and on if you're lucky. So here's the Boxcar Song. Rusty old boxcars, each with a graffiti story to tell on the outside. But if we look inside, what do we see? A life near the end, a life dear to me. I've got a boxcar full of memories I'd like to share with you. Dreams of days gone by and dreams that may still come true. Favorite radio shows, coupon prizes from my heroes. La la la. Decoder rings and all those secret little boy things kind budding cowboys dream about. The day my pa traded a hog for that old bicycle we all shared. No training wheels we learned without, skinned knees and gravel streets are what we knew about. I've got a boxcar full of memories I'd like to share with you as it rolls slowly away with me. This little boy grows as all of them do. Ooh. Girls in cars and summertime jobs that are new. But my favorite was as the soda jerk at the town's only drive-in. Ooh. High school dances with Betty Jo, songs we all knew. But do we have enough gas to come and to go? It's wartime, you know. I've got a boxcar full of memories, young fathers and brothers alike disappeared and were replaced by ladies who joined the fight. Rosie the Riveters, young boys became men overnight. I was there, I volunteered as I watched our country unite. I put on that uniform, and what do you know? Shanghai was calling the world away. I never had to prove myself a hero, thanks to those who've gone before. And I enjoyed my pleasure cruise. Now from my caboose I see pink horizons, sometimes black, and around the next bend I see a new life as this boxcar full of memories travels on with me. Thank you very much. That's the end of my set. So I forgot to tell you before that last song. But we are going to have a short intermission now. And then we're going to have these other two fabulous ladies, Kristin and Jana, come up and join us. I did want to make mention that there's an artist table out there by the back door if you'd like to go support the artists and buy some merch. And I hope that you all are having a beautiful time tonight. And I'm going to come out there and join you and enjoy some more music. So thank you very much.
Welcome back, everybody. It is so lovely to listen to that first set. Thank you so much, and thank you all for coming out tonight. It really means a lot. I'm Kristin Gordon, and I'm going to open with a song off of my album Tuesday. If you know the chorus, feel free to sing along. I know there's a lot of singers in the audience. Ultimately, I think this is a song about tenacity, and most of the women that I love and admire have the capacity to really sink in and put one foot in front of the others, even when time gets hard. So. I gave all that I had to the river last week. Now my banks are running dry. I'm waiting on the spring and the melt that it brings. I'm waiting for the waters to rise. I'm waiting for the waters to rise and carry me off in a flow. 'Cause walking this dry bed with weary feet and heavy head is a lonesome and a long way to go. Well, everyone's thirsty and everyone's tired, and everyone just wants a drink. I poured cup after cup till the faucet gave up and the dishes piled up in the sink. I'm waiting for the waters to rise and carry me off in a flow. Walking this dry bed with weary feet and heavy head is a lonesome and a long way to go. I'm too tired to daydream, and I'm not fit for sleeping. Walking here's all I can be. But someday the rain will call. She'll pull me up inside her fall. She'll take me so sweet to the sea. I'm waiting for the waters to rise and carry me off in her flow. Walking this dry bed with weary feet and heavy head is a lonesome and a long way to go. Walking this dry bed with weary feet and heavy head is lonesome, and it's a long way to go. Thank you. Yeah, as we were planning this evening, I was sort of thinking back through my repertoire about my experience as a woman, and so I went back a ways. So I wrote this song probably in my 20s or 30s. And I think when I was growing up, my formative years, the message that I was getting from society and different places was that my value and worth as a woman was really about making some dude happy. Yeah. So this particular song reminds me of one of those old music boxes. My best friend growing up had one of them, where you open them up and the ballerina opens up and she just spins around and around in circles and looks real pretty. I've always danced a cute little dance, met someone on the path, and then changed my stance. A step to the left and 2 short steps back, an underarm turn, and I'm off the track. 'Cause I've always been so flexible. I bend in all the right places. My body is lithe, but my heart won't decide to own the love that it chases. And I have been waiting, I've been waiting to be. I have been waiting, I've been waiting to be. So dance with me, distract me, turn me around, turn my life upside down, and dance with me. Pull me to move to your beat and forget my own feet, and dance with me. Hold me, pretend that I'm safe within your embrace, and dance with me. Distract me from learning to dance on my own. 'Cause I just might dance my way home. 'Cause I've always been so flexible. I bend in all the right places. My body is lithe, but my heart won't decide to own the love that it chases. So dance with me, distract me, turn me around, turn my life upside down, and dance with me. Pull me to move to your beat and forget my own feet, and dance with me. Hold me, pretend that I'm safe within your embrace, and dance with me. Distract me from learning to dance on my own. 'Cause I just might dance my way home. Step left, 2 steps back, turn me around. So this next song is the antidote to that, I think. Also in my 20s, I read The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. Yes. And I started doing those morning pages every morning. Like 25 years of morning pages is a lot of notebooks. But it's three pages of longhand writing of whatever's in your heart and brain. And it's supposed to be used as a creative tool, but also, like, I think it's just a great tool for discovering what your own inner compass is, like for checking in with yourself every day. And I feel like, man, so much compassion for me as a young teenager, and I'm really grateful for the inner landscape that I have found. And so this is my little love song to that inner landscape, and dedicated to all of the introverts out there. I've taken a page from a spiral-bound notebook. I filled it with circles and lines. And when it's all dressed up from top to the bottom, I'll make it a box and crawl inside. Just a little space to breathe, just a little room to be what I think of as me. Somewhere between the blue lines and the fibers, beneath the cardstock and the ink, I've etched out a tunnel to crawl through to quiet, to hear my own thoughts as they think. Just a little space to breathe, just a little room to be what I think of as me. Just a little space to breathe, just a little room to be, just a little space to breathe, just a little room to be, just a little room. Microphones. And I had this genius idea that I would play glockenspiel in front of you all for the first time. Man, I practicing being human. One of the practices that I have had recently, the past 5 years. I have always, I've been a songwriter most of my life, but wasn't very good at making time for it. And so I've started writing on Tuesdays. And so I've been doing that about the past 5 years, and I've been stashing all of these songs on my Patreon page. And there's like 150 up there at this point, and there's more than I'm gonna do ever, anything with ever. But this particular song, because it's International Women's Day, I wrote this for my dear friend Joanna, and she had asked a group of women to hold space for a procedure for her last May. So let's see, when she was 37, she was getting a divorce, and she knew more than anything that she wanted to be a mother. And it was not working out, and the clock was ticking, so she had a bunch of her eggs frozen. And then she went and dated a few people, was looking for a relationship, and didn't find one that could see the same future that she really wanted. And so she has decided to go that route on her own. And so last May, she asked us to hold space for her. Well, tiny little fertilized egg number 8 was implanted in her uterus. And as part of that space holding exercise, I wrote her this song. And the little icing on the cake is that I got to meet Silas last week, and Mama and baby are doing great. So I know there's also a lot of singers in this room. I'm going to try and modify this so that the chorus is the same every time, and I would love it if everybody sang along. The words are, "Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mama's going to make you a lullaby." Here's a little. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna make you a lullaby. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna make you a lullaby. So let's try that together. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna make you a lullaby. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna make you a lullaby. And because I'm a choir director, I'm going to say we're going to do that again. And we're going to try. So we're going to do it really gently, and we're going to not wake that baby one more time. So real gently, like you're just going to keep this baby nice and asleep. Ready? And hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mama's going to make you a lullaby. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna make you a lullaby. Nice. Mama's been saving her pennies and dimes. The books have been balanced, the rent paid on time. Mama's been saving her hopes in a jar. But time waits for no man. We come as we are. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna make you a lullaby. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna make you a lullaby. The fields have been frozen, the seed has been stored. Been waiting all winter to open that door. The sun it is shining and the dogwoods in bloom. And you are arriving, Mama's making room. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna make you a lullaby. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna make you a lullaby. The song will be gentle and will wrap you up tight. A murmuring rhythm that keeps you company through the night. A heartbeat to hold you and a will that is lyrical. Mama's gonna make you a miracle. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna make you a lullaby. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna make you a lullaby. You guys are beautiful. Thank you. I'm going to invite Avery up here. This is the magical syncing microphone stand. This next song was inspired by my niece, who folded us one day. She was over with her family and folded us a beautiful bouquet of origami flowers. And, the flowers are just paper. But, I'm an aunt. And you look at the flowers and you don't see the flowers, you see the potential behind that. And I believe, as a childless person myself, but a teacher and an aunt, I think one of the most beautiful things that we can do is just be believing mirrors for the next generation, to support and to believe in their dreams and to see their capacity to actually face what's in front of them and to make the world better. And so when I wrote this song, there's some harmonies in it, and I feel like this is one where I feel like if my love sounded like something, it might be these oohs. And I'm so honored that Avery's going to sing this with me.
That's a lot of pressure.
Oh. So it doesn't matter what it sounds like, the love is there. And I'm going to invite you into a little mystical experiment. So I'm going to invite you, as you're listening to this, to just think about any young person that you love and you see the potential in, and I kind of believe that even if they're 1,000 miles away, like, you start to become a little bit of a radiator, and you change the molecules around you, and you don't know where those molecules are going to end up eventually. Maybe they'll catch a wind and they will end up in Chicago or Richland or Eugene. So we can feel that. in a jar on window's ledge. Leaning into living leaves who are stretching toward the sun. They will never grow into more than what they are, but the hands that did the folding will hold much and travel far. Thank you. You're in for a treat. Jana Crenshaw is up next. So I met Jana through Resonate Choral Arts. We performed one of her songs at our first homemade jams here on the Artichoke stage. Like, I don't know how many years it's been now. It's time. What's time anymore?
Who knows? But especially that, I can't even come up with a guess.
No. So
Could be 2 years, could be like 12. I don't know.
it's between 2 and 12.
It's probably between 2 and 12.
So we're going to just have a little conversation too. So how about we start by sharing a little bit about how you started getting into songwriting?
I used to live in this very lonely house in the country with my friends who worked all the time, and I was unemployed. And but there was a piano, and so that was good. But it was the first time I think I really ever spent, I don't know, maybe any time by myself. You know, when you have, because it's like you're sort of with your family, and then you're in college, and there's people everywhere all the time. And then I was just in this house in the country, and it was just me and cats who killed everything all the time. And I don't know, I wrote this really weird song that kind of went like something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, it was super haunting and weird, but everybody liked it, and it was thrilling. So I kind of just kept going, and I don't know. I always wrote songs, I guess, when I was a kid, but that was the first time I kind of resurrected that as an adult. And I think that was when it started for me in a little bit more of a real kind of way.
Right. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I started writing songs as a kid too. I grew up kind of my dad was really into folk music, so I thought that songs were supposed to be about really depressing things all the time. So
I mean, aren't they? I still write those.
It's true. So my first song was about a disfigured woman walking along the ocean side, and you could only hear her voice.
Goodness. I could, wow. I don't know if I can top that. Honestly, I was thinking you can't be possibly more depressed than me, but that's really...
Yeah.
That's kind of special, Kristin.
My lullabies growing up were murder ballads.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
we have to
We'll
talk
debrief
about
later.
childhood at some
Yes.
point.
So, if we've also decided that if we had a fictional dinner party,
Yeah. Who are
We're-
you thinking?
so if we could invite any songwriter, female songwriter, well, we could expand it, I guess.
Yeah.
But who would you invite?
I mean, I think I would just conjure up a very interesting, like, mix of genres and maybe decades and everything
Nice.
else.
Yeah.
But I mean, contemporary, like, people that I kind of look up to. I really want to meet Sinead O'Connor. I really want to meet her. She had a huge impact on me when I was growing up and discovering music in a different kind of way. And I mean, yeah. Who were you? You had a couple, you said.
Yeah, well, Ani DeFranco is just a badass.
Yeah.
And, like, I would just love an opportunity to sit and talk with her. I think would be amazing.
Yeah.
Tori Amos was pretty huge for me
Oh, yeah.
growing up. So I think that my other beginning songwriting, I think in 6th grade I saw Tori in her little box.
Oh,
And,
yeah, there was that.
yes. And I was writing, and I started writing my first what felt like real lyrics on the school bus home. And
Yeah.
then eventually I was like, actually, that's exactly to the same tune that she's already written that song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyone else you would invite?
You know, I was thinking about it so hard that I kind of it's just all escaping me at this point. Because I feel like it would be a list of like 100 people.
It
Like,
would
how
be
could you really narrow it down?
How could we feed them all?
I mean, we can just take suggestions maybe and just edit them.
Yeah.
Anyway, I forgot I'm playing guitar first. I should
Okay.
stand up.
Please welcome Jana Crenshaw.
Is this the chord I should use? Yeah? Okay. I'm so glad you guys are all here. I've lived in Portland since 2008, but I finally have friends. It took a minute, but I'm super grateful for all of you guys, and also I have friends on the East Coast where I grew up, and those guys are up watching. So, hi. It's so lovely of them to do that, and I would never expect it, but I'm so glad. Anyway, so anybody who's tuning in, thank you. This is the first song. Maybe it's not even the first. Maybe it's the second or third. I got this kind of song cycle going about that's inspired by the place where I'm from and old farmer sayings and shit my grandfather used to say. And so this one is called Spin You a Yarn. If I spin you a yarn, would you knit me a sweater, keep me warm, and wrap me in words to help me feel better, 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 better now? Better, 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 better now. If I spin you a yarn, would it be a tall tale about a tall gal with a sailboat and a plan to feel better, 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 better now? Better, 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 better now. If I spin you a yarn, would you know what I mean? I mean, I would tell you some of all I have seen. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hey, If I spin you a yarn, would it be a love song this time? The story of ours, all written in rhyme? And would it sound like a fishtail of big as a great whale? Would it tell of our loving, living, loving, living, loving now? Loving, living, loving, living, loving now. If I spin you a yarn, would you know what I mean? I mean, I would tell you some of all I have seen. If I spin you a yarn, would you knit me a sweater, keep me warm, and wrap me in words to help me feel better, 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 better now? Better, 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 better now. To help me feel better, 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 better now. Better, 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 better now. This is a very simple song I wrote that I'm finding it nearly impossible to memorize. It's a song I wrote for a short film for a nonprofit called The Healing Tree. And they make really excellent short films to start conversations with young folks about abuse and relationship stuff. So the film is called Silk, and so is the song. What if love was soft but strong like silk? Everything you need like mother's milk. And what if my quiet power grows louder by the hour, leaving me still soft and strong like silk? I'm building up a safer place now. I'm counting on a warmer sun. I'll steady make and hold my space now, knowing I've already won. 'Cause what if quiet is louder? What if softness is strength? You see it all as a weakness, and that is your first mistake. 'Cause what if winning is leaving? What if healing is learning to be? Letting go is just breathing, and I see it's all up to me. But what if love was soft and strong like silk? Everything you need like mother's milk. And what if my quiet power grows louder by the hour, leaving me still soft and strong like silk. Soft but strong like silk. One more first, then that. It's been a couple of years since I wrote this song, but here it is. I am unabashedly 45. I am surprised to still be alive. 'Cause we were all latchkey kids, running wild, doing what we did. Then they started the war on drugs. That was really a war on us. And then we were supposed to die at the end of 1990. 99, and so we slept through Y2K. We partied hard and woke up the next day. And the same in 2012. It was the end, but we rose above. And lots of us have survived cancer. We can go on, we are the adapters. We have the connection. We are the last connection. And we've got time we never knew that we had. Well, they say time flies when you're having fun. Does it crash down when the fun is done? We run, run, run from the illusion. Or have we just run out of time? I am fantastically horrified at what it takes to just stay alive. We work so much more for less, and the planet is such a mess. And then they started this war on terror, which is designed to go on forever, forever and ever. We will go on forever, but we just might be out of time this time. Well, they say time flies when you're having fun. Does it crash down when the fun is done? We run, run, run from the illusion. Or have we just run out of time? They say time flies when you're having fun. Does it crash down when the fun is done? We run, run, run from the illusion. Or have we just run out of time? Or have we just run out of time? I am unabashedly 45. I am surprised to still be alive. Thank you. Thank you so much. That song is a funny one. There was a time that I played it at Dante's with these mean teenagers. They were so mean in the green room. They were just like they sort of were just straight up pretending I wasn't there. And I was like, "Are you guys so excited to play?" And they were like, anyway. It was a good one. Thank you for singing this song with me.
It's a pleasure.
This is another one. This song is called Bend and Break, and it's about living in the house I grew up in when the highway was coming through. So I'm from a very small town in Pennsylvania. It's very rural and lots of farms and everything. And they pretty much just like dissected the side of the hill and just put a highway there. And so I was standing on the porch this one day, and I knew that the house that my family had been in for a long time was going to be torn down, and I was living in it. I was the last one to live in it, which was pretty cool, actually. But I was standing on the porch because I heard this noise, and I looked over, and they were just like bulldozing all of the trees, and it was horrible. And I was like, okay, well, that's a song, because what the fuck else am I going to do with that? That's not, what do you do with that? It's just music, right?
Exactly.
Anyway, Kristin's going to sing with me, and I'm really grateful. So this will be my last song, and then we'll bring everybody up, and we'll do a couple surprise things. Surprise! We can bend and we can break. You can turn us into your little pink houses. But in the end, you're only hurting yourselves. I wished for fire, I wished for flood, any natural disaster to stop this artificial one. But we can bend and we can break. We'll learn to burn, we'll learn to drink. We got a bridge to nowhere. We got a road that kills. We got polluted water. And we got naked hills. And that's progress. But it just don't look good to me. Well, they lie and they lie and they lie and they lie. They'll tell you anything just to get in your door. They'll dig up your heart, tear out your lungs, build you a leg to stand on if it's any help. But you can bend and you can break. You'll learn to burn, you'll learn to drink. We got a bridge to nowhere. We got a road that kills. We got polluted water. And we got naked hills. And that's progress. But it just don't look good to me. Oh, you gotta know there's something going on. It's snowing in the month of June. And the birds are coming back too soon. You gotta know there's something going on. 'Cause you can't bend and you can't break. Learn to burn, you learn to drink. Oh, they lie and they lie and they lie and they lie. Oh, tell me, where will the feathers rest?
That's progress.
Where will the bears scratch?
That's progress.
Where will the deer jump?
That's
Where will the fish
progress.
catch if we have fallen? There's so many falling now. Yeah. And there's progress, but it just don't look good to me. Thank you so much. Everybody coming back? This was so very fun to put together.
Jana
I'm so
Crenshaw,
glad.
yes, thank you so
Thank you,
much
Avery.
for your set.
Yay. That's the best.
All right. Well, while everybody's getting back up here, oh man, those lights are brighter than they were at the end. Or the beginning, rather.
I don't want to embarrass Kristin, but doesn't she have the most amazing hair? I've been watching and I'm like, that's what layers look like. My hairdresser's like, I'll put a few layers in there, but if we put too many, you're not going to have anything left. I just got to say, you've got a mane, and I'm very jealous.
Yes, okay, great. While we are all kind of getting set up, except that we're all ready to go.
But we can still do it. We have shows, right?
I thought this was going to be the part where we get to share a little bit about what else we're doing and what we're looking forward to doing and where you might catch us again. Jana, would you like to start us off? Where can we learn more about what you're up to? Is there something we should know that's coming up, or where can we follow
There's
you?
actually a house concert at my house and Kate's house. I live in Kate's basement, and she's been lovely enough to run this experiment with me where we do a house concert and see what happens. Oh, I'm sorry. That's my bad. No.
You're good.
And so that's next Sunday. So if you would like to come, please do. You can find the event on Eventbrite, but you can also just sign my email list, and you can take a little flyer about the house concert. So if you want to, thank you, Juju, at the table out by the door. So if you go out toward the door and hang a left, you'll see all of our merch and stuff there, and you can find the flyers there. You can text me and request a ticket, or I can send you the link, or you can find the link yourself, however that goes. But we'd love to have you, and That is it. My website is just janacrenshaw.com, Jana Crenshaw, kind of just like it sounds. All my stuff is out there. I have a couple of CDs, and I'm on all the things. So if you want to stream music, please do that. And if you want to buy music, that's even better. On Bandcamp, you can pay me as much as you want.
Go ahead, Kristin. Let's see. So I'm fingers crossed. I think I have an EP coming out on Earth Day.
Ooh,
So
hello.
April 22nd. I think it's going to be called For Frogs and Trees, which is better than the working title, which was Climate Change and Death. But it's really, really beautiful music, and I promise the next things I'm planning to release are going to be much more uplifting.
I think you and I should challenge ourselves to write a happy album together.
I also have a Patreon page, and there are at least a few happy songs up there out of 150. I mean, I think some of them are joyful. So Patreon, if you want, is a great way of supporting me. If you want to hear the lullaby and various things, all of these songs actually, except for the one in my 20s, originated from these seeds of Tuesdays where I sit down and write a song and then go from there. I'm also out on all of the platforms. Following, subscribing, and all of those things are really great ways of supporting artists in general. So do that for everybody. And also, there's just so many artists these days that really what you need is a following. So if there's anyone you know that would love music about climate change and death, then you should let them know. So share with a friend.
That's a good pitch. There you go. That does sound like an excellent album title. Yes, so in addition to performing, you can basically find everything that I do at averyhill.studio, because averyhill.com is like a brand for something else. You know, this is the problem with having the last name Hill. But I teach ukulele classes, as I mentioned. Yes, some students here to represent. But my next show actually is going to be back here at Artichoke at the end of April with Ann Weiss and Kelly Brightwell, so come and join us for that. And then all the upcoming, actually, I'm teaching an ukulele workshop tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. live on Zoom if you want to come learn how to play Dani Boy. But if something tells me you'll be sleeping in, which you also very much deserve to do. But everything that I'm doing is at Avery Hill what did I say? Averyhill.studio, both performance and teaching, and yeah, all the platforms, all those things. How about you, Dani?
Well, I have a couple of websites. Long story short, no story at all, actually. DaniJoyMusic.com is one of mine. But also, the main thing that I do is work with my partner, Perry, and teach music online. StarlightUkes.com. And Perry and I are in a duo band together called The Mood Swings. We play whatever we're in the mood for. But we take songs from every era and filter it through a romantic lens. And we're about to hit, a week from today, we start our tour. So we're going down through Roseville, Healdsburg, LA, Phoenix, up through Vegas and Reno. So if you live in any of those places, everybody that's online, you can come and check us out. We don't have any upcoming shows here locally, but we would like to. So, hint, hint.
So tell your friends who book shows locally.
That's right.
House-to-house concert.
That's right.
Yeah, and I also have to say I did not realize this until I was at the merch table around intermission. Can you let people know about the self-care packages that you have back there at the merch table? Those are amazing.
All right, so we've got something called the Mood Swings Therapy Kit, which it's a beautiful little canvas bag that was handmade or hand-printed by Victoria Vox, who's another great ukulele artist. And inside you'll find a few implements for those of us who follow the artist way. I do my morning pages religiously. People just, it doesn't matter if you're a man, woman, whatever. If you just need a little bit of me time, it's got a little journal in there. It's got a pen, a candle so you can light the candle of love, some love tea, and a CD. And then my favorite part is it's got a little bottle of pills. The pills are capsules which you open, and they'll have a little writing prompt inside, just to inspire you to go out and enjoy nature today and write about blah, 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 you know. So that's what that is, the Mood Swings Therapy Kit.
I was very inspired by that. Yes, and just a reminder to stop by that merch table. We've got email lists and CDs to send you home with.
Please.
All right, enough about all that. Let's play a couple tunes. I feel like I'm in a girl band. I'm so excited. Such girl band energy. All right, okay. Go for it.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
Hold on, I've got Bend and Break in my head. Let me think about the next song.
We'll give them all a clue. Channel your inner Stevie Nicks.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Okay.
That's right.
Now there you go again. You say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it. Listen carefully to the sound. Loneliness like a heartbeat drives you mad in the stillness of remembering what you had, what you lost, what you had, what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Said women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. Now here I go again. I see the crystal visions. I keep my visions to myself. It's only me who wants to wrap around your dreams. And have you any dreams you would like to sell? Dreams of loneliness like a heartbeat drives you mad in the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had and what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Said women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing.
Oh, so great. What an awesome opportunity
This has
to
been
honor
so much fun.
Stevie Nicks. It's really been fun. Have you had fun tonight? Good. I'm so glad. I want to take a moment to say a huge thank you. Somehow this seems so appropriate that for International Women's Day, the women are on stage, but we had such an awesome crew of men supporting us out there. Woohoo! Please help me in thanking Christopher at the bar. Steve was at the door. Gary and Paul on sound, thank you all so much. Thank you. Thanks to Shelley for hosting us tonight, and to Artichoke, and of course, most of all, thank you to all of you for coming out, supporting local and live music. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to close it out with one of my favorite songs to close shows with. This is a traditional spiritual, but it was brought to the mainstream by Sister Rosetta Tharpe. Any Rosetta Tharpe fans out there? If you don't know her, look her up. She is incredible.
Let's invite her to dinner, Kristin.
That's right. I want to, and her guitar. Make sure she brings her electric guitar. Electric guitar. Just go look her up. All right. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. And I really do believe it can take us somewhere. Deep down inside. I hear music in the air. Hear music in the air. Deep down inside. I hear music in the air. Hear music in the air. Deep down inside. I hear music in the air. I really do believe it can take me somewhere. It can take us somewhere. Now repeat after me. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. And I really do believe it can take us somewhere. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. I really do believe it can take us somewhere. I really do believe it can take us somewhere. Safe home, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you.